Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome to my next video. As you can tell in the title, we are going to be talking about printing your own photos, or at least getting your photos printed. We're taking more photos today than at any point in history, but we're actually looking at them less. Every trip, every birthday, every family dinner, every sunset, every hike, every random Tuesday that somehow turned into a really great day. We pull out our phone, we snap a picture, we might edit it, maybe we post it, and then it just disappears into a camera roll with thousands of other photos that we'll probably never look at again. You know, I was scrolling through my photo library the other day and I realized something. Some of my favorite memories have become nothing more than a tiny thumbnail on a screen. That didn't sit right with me. So today, I'm changing that. I went on Amazon and I found 9 frames that I'm going to use to decorate this wall right back here. I say decorate. 9 frames that I'm going to put pictures in today and put them up there on the wall. These frames were, I think, $28 on Amazon. These are 4x6s, and that ties into the printer that I'm going to be using later. And here's all the frames that I'm going to be hanging up today. I remember growing up and flipping through family photo albums. There was something different about them. You didn't scroll, you slowed down. You held each page, you laughed at the old hilarious haircuts that we all had growing up, or the old outfits that we had back in the 80s and 90s. You remember the stories that you had completely forgotten. These photos became part of the house. They were part of everyday life. And today, most of our memories live on a hard drive, in phones, or in cloud storage. They're technically safe, but they're hidden away from everybody. If somebody walked into your house today, would they know what memories mean the most to you? Because they wouldn't in our house. I mean, I don't think we've updated our photos since our kids, our little girls were 4 or 5. Or are all your memories trapped inside your phone? We spend thousands of dollars on cameras, thousands more on lenses, hours editing the image, only to export it, upload it to Instagram, Facebook, and never see it again. I realized I was doing exactly that. Some of my favorite photographs were just sitting on hard drives collecting digital dust. That seemed backwards to me. Because what's the point of taking photographs if nobody ever gets to enjoy them? So today, like I said, I'm finally doing something about it. Something I've wanted to do for a while now. I've been picking out 9 of my favorite photos. Some are landscapes, some are travel memories, some are of my girls, some are of my wife, my dogs. Some of them remind me why I picked up a camera in the first place. I'm printing them at home today using my Canon Selphy CP1500. It's this little photo printer here from Canon. I absolutely love this printer. It's been such an amazing printer to have, to be able to print out photos. Now, you don't need something like this. You don't need to go out and spend like over $200 for this little printer. You can go to Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, anywhere that does picture printing. There's something satisfying about watching a photo slowly appear as you're printing it. It almost feels like you're waiting on film to be developed. It's slower, it's intentional. The photo somehow feels more valuable to me. I also have this Canon IV2 printer. These little sticky back prints are perfect for journals, planners, notebooks, or anywhere I just want to stick a memory up. It's become one of those little creative tools that I didn't realize I'd use as much as I do. And I use that probably 4 or 5 times a week. Every single one of these photos that I'm fixing to print tell a story. Not because they're technically my best photo, but because I remember what it felt like to be there when I took that picture. That's what photography's supposed to do. It's supposed to help us remember. Or every time I walk into this room now, I'll see those moments instead of leaving them buried inside a folder on my computer. And honestly, That's worth way more than another terabyte of storage. So here's my challenge for you. Go through your camera roll today. Tonight, find 5 photos. Not the most popular, not the sharpest, not the ones that got you the most likes. Find 5 photos that mean something to you and print them. Go to Walmart. If you don't have a printer, go to CVS, Walgreens, and get them printed. Hang them somewhere you'll actually see them, because photographs were never meant to spend their entire lives inside of a phone. They were meant to be held, shared, and remembered. And maybe that's something we've all forgotten. All right, so like I was saying earlier, I'm using the Canon Selphy CP1500 photo printer. You don't need something like this to do this. Like I said, you can go CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, get them printed for very cheap. It doesn't cost much to have them print your photos. I like being able to do stuff at home. So once you turn it on, you slide in the tray of paper into the front. I bought a battery for mine so I can print on the go. If I want to take this to like a family event, I can print photos right there for people. Once you get everything set up between these two, you click on the photos tab up top. I created a folder on my phone for some of my favorite photos, and so I'm just going to print a couple. That way y'all don't have to sit here and watch this. But I'm printing one of my dog and 2 of my favorite landscape photos that I've ever taken. And then click print. I'm doing borderless on these, since these frames are, I think these frames they would look better without a border. Yeah, so just be sure to keep the back of this clear, because you'll see as the paper comes through. See, that's what I was talking about. We'll get 3 of these frames opened up and get the photos in there once they get done printing. And then these these white strips, they just pop off. They're perforated. Just like that. This was at one of our favorite lakes in Oklahoma. And there's one of them. My favorite pictures of my dog that I took, that I've ever taken. He likes to get on our kitchen table and sleep like that. Or lay on the kitchen table. It's a very strange dog. But if you have a husky or no huskies, you understand how weird they can be. We'll do blue on this one since his eyes are blue. But yeah, I've had this printer for probably a little over a year now, and I really enjoy having it. It was one of the things that I'm glad that I was influenced to buy, because I've been able to print so many photos. I got photos at my office, at work. There's that photo. So I think this is going to turn out pretty good. And then, like I said, I'm going to decorate this wall over here. There's some empty space there, and then back over here. So now that I got everything, all the pictures printed out and in frames, we're going to hang them on this wall. Here's the final look of my photography wall. Thanks so much for watching. If this video encouraged you to dust off some of your old memories and print them, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what photo you printed first. And until the next time, stay the course.